Alright, hello guys. Welcome to another video of mine. I think today is number 18. You'll notice that we missed number 17. I did play some games, I'll show you real quick. But yeah, I didn't have the time to record yesterday. And I played some games later in the day. The previous day, like really late evening. And one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I think we ended on this. I think we played 7 games and we won 6 out of the 7. And then I played a few more games this morning. I didn't do so well. I in total lost about 3. But that 6 game win streak, and then the 7th one was a draw, really kind of brought us up quite a bit in our rapid statistics. So we're sitting around 1345 today. And so let's see if we can improve that. It's quite a bit of a difference than when we left off, and I've been getting a bit more comfortable with the wide openings and trying to learn from my mistakes. And so, yeah, hopefully today would be a good day. And let's get on with the daily puzzle. So today's daily puzzle is called Follow the Checks. So let's see here. I mean, again, as a puzzle, you always need to look at the most forcing moves. So checks and captures. So here's a protected check. So that's nice, right? He has 2 squares. And it looks like if he goes here, we could play check. And I guess he could go here. But then you're kind of getting into like a windmill type of deal where like now you have a discovered attack, right? After your bishop moves out of the way to stay here. And now you're winning 2 knights and you're just winning. So we're fine with that. And he doesn't have any threats of checkmate after we take, right? Because we can run our king, even if he promotes. We just go here, and we should be all right. So that's the first thing I see. Another way would be to like takes like this. Um, but let's continue on. So let's. I think we figured out why like this wouldn't work, right? Because again, we'll take either we take with check, and we'll have enough time to like kind of get in there and protect. But also too, like I think we can probably keep the pressure on, like maybe a check here, or takes with check, and then depending on where he goes, just like take here or something. I don't know the specifics, but that seems like it's completely losing. If we go here and then he goes here, this one's a little bit more obscure maybe. We have a check here. He can run here. We can check him. No, we can't check there. I guess we have this check, but he can block. Can take. If he moves here, I think we can take with check. And he can't because it's append and it's protected. And then after he takes here, we just take the rook. I'm not entirely sure. Ah, okay, so that's the wrong move. I figured I'd just go ahead and give it a shot and see what happens. Okay, let's see another one with captures with check. So these lines are blocked off. This one's going to be hitting all of that. He can play this move or this move. Hmm. What do we do after takes? Takes. I'm not too sure. Let's get a hint. Okay, the queen moves. So now if we know that the queen moves, maybe... Ah, you know what? Maybe this is the right move. Cutting off more squares. He only has one move here. He can't take because he's under a pin. So if we go here, all these squares are protected. He has one move. It's to go here. And then I think this move seems very strong. He can run, he can block. But I think block is going to be losing like checks and then coming in. Also, he's pinning his rook. Like, we could just take it, I think. Let's start with that. Okay. I think we have to give a check, right? He can block, but then we can take with check. He can move, but now we can play here, I guess? I think we have to do this check. Okay, yeah. So I think here we can play bishop here. But what worries me a little bit is he has this block. We could also play here, but I think every move that we make has to be with a check. What if we play... no, I see. We need to play here so that even if he blocks now, we can play this square. And we're cutting off this diagonal. We're cutting off his escape square here. And so essentially we're making a back rank mate where all he can do is play here, we can take here, and we can take. So we play check, and then we play here, and then we can take. Yeah, because it's under a pin. Okay, cool. That's a neat little checkmate. We missed it at first, but second time around we found it. So let's hope we're finding these threats first time in our games and not second time. Let's get into it. All right, first game starting out as black. We'll do a King's Indian as always. I've been trying to pay more attention to certain moves. There's like this interesting fork idea. So I'm gonna see if we can get that in one of our games today, because I've been really trying to like if he plays here, this move, I can take and then I can push, and it's just a fork. So that's something I need to look out for more in my games, because like this move can get a bit annoying sometimes. So yeah, let's try it. Let's give it a go. I think we just take. Now we can just fork. Doesn't really have any way to keep that. He'll probably take back, and then we just take this way, and we'll castle. I kind of want to put the pin on the knight. Doesn't really do too much, but he can't really target our queen anytime soon. We can castle. We could also just throw in a little check, although that kind of helps him develop a bit, but like nothing too crazy. And it makes sure that he's not playing an attacking move on us, right? Like he's not gonna just run our queen down with anything, which I don't really know how he could do it from here. But like he could maybe play this move, and now like castling is probably still okay, but it comes with like discovered attack threats, right? And it's just kind of giving him some counterplay. So I kind of like. I'm just trying to think though, is it an issue if we can't really get this bishop out because our queen's here? I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's just give that check. If he does something kind of silly like this, we can play this move. And he's kind of pinned his knight, so he doesn't. So I think here we can just castle and get on with development. Let's go ahead and... Where does our knight want to go? Don't really want to walk into a fork, do I? Let's just go here. Idea is that we're getting out of the way for this fork so that we can develop our knight. Our bishop may want to go here and pin, and after here we can just throw it back here. And if he goes here, I think he's overextended on his king side, and his pawn protectors are not really doing their job in protecting him. So that's kind of the goal. That's what we'll kind of play for. Trying to think, should we play e8 here and look at this move first? I don't think so. I think let's develop our knight. He can push, but then we'll just jump here. And he's also, too, giving us this nice diagonal. Okay, so he moves in with his knight. I think here's okay. Attacking his knight. He's going to have to move it. But, let's see. This move or this move would be a bit of a pain because he's attacking our queen again. But I think we can go here since this square is a little bit weakened now, if we can say this. But I'm just thinking about our next moves. Here, it's kind of... We don't have any immediate threats off of this. I can look into this move next. But of course, he could just go back. And then I'm not too sure where we go next. Maybe here? He could also still jump in there. I think this move is fine. It's blocking our bishop, but I think it's a fine diagonal to be on. If he ever moves his queen, I don't know. I don't know where he can really move it immediately. That would not be alright for him, but... I don't really know. I don't know if I like this position or not. Alright, see what he's did. Interesting. It doesn't really look like anything too crazy. I still can't really play here, but I do want to get my rooks connected. I'm kind of looking at getting activity on this square instead, since this is such an annoyance. I think maybe we can play this move, and after he pushes, though, can I just pop my knight here? Takes, 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 and then I don't have to take back. I could, but then he just gets his queen here. Okay, so I'm debating between two. I don't know if I want to play rook to e8, just preparing it on this diagonal, or if I want to play here and then try and fianchetto this bishop. I think I like this move better just because I feel like this is a really strong diagonal to have this bishop on. And it can't ever really be contested since he doesn't have a light square bishop. And yeah, and now we don't give up the knight being able to jump to this square, which would have been the case if we did this. He could have just pushed and it would have been, like, where do we put it? Like here maybe? And then he just adds on another protector. So he may want to trade. If he doesn't, we probably will. But it may be more accurate to play this move first. I'm not sure. I think it's better to take with this rather than the queen because we're going to have some sort of, like, I don't know, discovered, maybe. Right. And he has this rook on this diagonal. It may not matter much, but I prefer the looks of, like, the way we've played it. And also, too, it's giving threats, like, I mean, not immediate, right? But, I don't know. If he doesn't contest this bishop at some point, I could see, like, here being kind of an interesting idea. And it's just a more active square, anyway. So if he doesn't contest it, we're fine just keeping it here, too, which is kind of another important thing to realize. It's controlling a bit more squares. Still on this nice, like, diagonal, right? but instead of these, it's added these. So yeah, like I said, he has this idea. For the moment, it's not too worrisome. I think I can just continue this way. I don't really know what he was planning to do. He kind of, that seemed like a really slow move, almost undeveloping his pieces. His queen's still not in. He may bring his queen out here next, is probably what we're looking at. And then I think we can just go back with our bishop, or we can go back here too, and then like come here with ideas of going here maybe, or even here with the bishop. I do like that this is with check, but obviously he has two. You could reinforce it, but after this move, I guess it's still a bit too early. Kind of like this move and just threatening to take, right? That doesn't seem too bad. I don't know if going back is correct. I don't know if going here is correct. Again, I don't really want to block this bishop in, but maybe going here is not too bad. Of course, we're giving up this nice big 8-piece diagonal though. I think we can play here. This is a bit more, the bishop has a bit larger of a scope. And it can't be easily attacked. I think this is okay. We're defending this from any ideas of the queen coming in. And we're fine with this, right? We wanted to... We were looking at e1 anyway, but now I'm... Or e8, sorry. And now I'm looking at d8 as kind of an interesting idea. Adding just one more attacker. It's not really necessary, but it's nice, and then we can maybe double. The only thing I'm concerned about, or not concerned, but questioning here is if I should play like e8 and then move our undeveloped rook to d8. But I think, you know, it's under attack. Let's not waste the tempo. Let's just continue on. This is kind of the way I'm seeing it here. Don't know if you guys can see that. I was pulling up my Spotify. I don't think it works like that, the recording. If you guys have any suggestions for songs, let me know. I kind of like a mix of rock, alt-rock, listening to some heavier genres recently. It's going to go here. How can we punish this? Like, if we know his move is going to be here, threatening this, is there any way that we can just take full advantage of having that knowledge? I mean, we could maybe pin it. This still has two attackers, and now he's removed the defender. And that knight is going to fall. I can take with the queen after he takes back. And I feel like we have a solid structure there. Seems like a nice move, I think. I think that's probably a better move. If he plays here, we'll take it anyway. This bishop isn't really doing too much at the moment. I mean, it was on a good diagonal, don't get me wrong. Maybe we shouldn't trade. Maybe we should just keep the pin, go here, and then threaten to win. Right? The benefit, if he decides to play this move, is that we can take... He doubles his pawns, and then we're up a pawn. Is the benefit. Looking at this move too, but I don't think it's as strong, and it gives him like a nice little passed pawn. I think I can play here and then takes with rook and just win this pawn as well. And I don't really think he can defend it. So that seems kind of like a good plan. Let's just do that. Maybe up 2 pawns after this. I think if he goes here... Maybe we can contest here. He doesn't. It's not good just to puppy guard 1 pawn. The issue though is this is like the 7th rank, and I don't really want him getting in here. I could play this. He has en passant, and I don't have a way to take right back, so maybe I'll take here, and then play this next. Although this could have been nice too. That could have been nice actually. Okay, how can we attack something? What does he have that we want? We could go here en passant, but then we still can't really take back, which is kind of the issue. Unless we just want to move our rook to here? Although these two seem very strong together. We could play like here, threatening this, but it's still defended, so it's not that big of a threat. We could play this, kind of cementing our structure. Getting rid of this, which is kind of a weakness right now since it doesn't have any pawn to protect it. I like that. I think that move kind of just cements. We're adding protections to both of these. This is now a protected pawn instead of unprotected, freeing up our bishop for development elsewhere without worrying about anything taking this pawn. So I think that's a good move. We got to be careful of our time. We're running low on it as usual. So I think I'll just offer to trade and just simplify. I don't want. Here, and then do I have what I can get on here? I think I'll just take here. I think I'll offer this queen trade. This pawn's weak. I think he just gave us his queen. Looks like he just gave us his queen. He just blundered there. Okay, one mistake. We'll go over this really quick. I feel like we just played a good game that game. Nothing too crazy. So I want us to castle first here. But I'm happy we got to play that because I was just thinking about that. A little bit of inaccuracy on that queen movement, but nothing too crazy. Could have just won the pawn. It was all okay though. That's an interesting idea. I mean, to me it looks like, or sorry, not even. Probably play this, right? Now we take on d5. We don't even take the bishop, which is weird to me. And like after this move, we have mate in 1. Oh yeah, I guess so. But okay, it wants us to, so let's say we play here, they take, we take here. The move he needs to play is f3 here, and then we're supposed to take on f3. They take, we take here, no, oh, we take here. And then if they take, we just take. Interesting, and we're up a piece. Where did that piece go? Just because we took here, it's coming with enough threats on there, here, checkmate, they have to protect. Wow, interesting. I did not see that. But okay. So they made a mistake there. This is a missed one. I liked this idea of pinning it. it still wants us to take here with the idea that now... But what if he just plays here? We are to play a6. Now we play the pin. And now I guess we're winning. But I like the way that we played it. But we could have played it stronger because we don't allow this move in the time. And now he's losing it without being able to take anything back. It's best to take with the rook here. And then here we can just play queen to h5. So that looks like here. Right here. Wanting to trade off the queens, give a little threat here, right? If he takes, we just take on h5, and then they have to move. So it says h4 is probably a good square for them. And now we can take here, and we're just up 2 pawns. I mean, of course, he has this move coming, but now we can take on a3. This is protected. There's no ideas of takes here. So yeah, and then we're just up 2 pawns, and I think soon to be 3. Like, I don't know, maybe he protects it, right? And then we just play c5, cementing our bishop onto that diagonal. Okay, cool. So anyway, this is a mistake. This is a miss. Why is rook d4 a mistake? It's a mistake because he has g4, and if we play just a move like here, he has d1. Oh, and now our queen can't really go anywhere, and we'll just... No, that move's just losing, isn't it? Yeah, there's not really a good move for our queen. I think here is probably the best. And he can just take, and then he can kind of correct his mistake. Just play like... Oh, it says rook to d7. Oh, just adding even another attacker in. And then if we defend like this, he just has a more active king. Our king can't go anywhere, actually, at all. We probably have to play here. And it's best for him to take, and look at our pawn structure now. Now we kind of have this isolated pawn. It says the game's completely equal. I don't like black's position here as much. I feel like it's a bit harder to play. But anyway, yeah, we played this fine, and this is just a simple blunder. We were up a pawn just because we're going to be winning this, I guess, no matter what. But he just forgot that we can take his queen, I guess, or didn't see it. It happens. And it's kind of a tough one to do, right? You know, he played a good game up until that. Every move from his slight mistakes here and there, but nothing like too crazy. This is a bit annoying. I'm just going to go ahead and contest it. Sometimes they drop back. Sometimes they take it. If they take it, I'll just take with the queen. And I think we can continue on with our stonewall. The one thing I'm wondering, though, if this bishop is going to be too weak now. And, like, I don't know. Now this may become a target at some point. So I don't know if it's best to take there. I've taken this way in the past. Maybe that was better just because it stops any ideas of this knight coming in. The moment we'll play here just to stop this. And then we'll move here and try and plan our knight on this square. Nice controlling square. Drop our queen back, I guess, and castle. Or maybe castle first, probably. Is it too early just to play this here, 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 here? Is that too early? I kind of like it just based off of, because of our queen is not really on attack on this side, I kind of like it. And he may not play this. He may not play that line, but we don't need to worry too much about that. It just takes, we have a fork. Okay. We can rook lift here. We can drop our queen back and get on this file to start pushing pawns. could also just play a kind of in between move here, but I don't know if I really want to give him any initiatives. I think we'll play here first with these ideas next, and we can look at playing our queen or our king to h1 at some point. Not a necessary move, but just it's kind of more a preventive move. Yeah, so I guess that's the issue now, right? But honestly, we kind of in this position want to go f3 anyway. I don't see a reason why we can't do it now. Yeah, that's a bit annoying, isn't it? We can't have a pawn on this square. But I guess we can contest this a little bit now. I don't know if I want that file open. Or semi-open even. And there's probably, honestly, a good chance he doesn't even take. I don't know. Let's try it. I'm still learning this opening, so we definitely are not playing it super accurate always. Usually you're supposed to take this way. This seems annoying though. That was my issue with playing that move. I don't think... Can I play this move? I don't know. Let's just play this way. Interesting. Not what I expected. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what a good move here is. We could take and takes and then drop back maybe? Maybe that's not so bad. I mean, we'll have a semi-symmetrical structure. It's just we have our pawns extended a little bit more, which I don't think is a good thing, to be honest with you. How can we get more pieces involved? It's kind of the issue, though, with the stonewall sometimes, that you have this weak bishop that's preventing any ideas of getting anything involved. I think I'm going to try a rook lift here. Or also I could take and see how he responds. It's just that gives that queen so much power just to come in here with check and takes, and it looks like it's opening a whole can of worms for bad things to happen, which is my issue with it. I think I'm going to play it safe and drop back. And the idea is eventually going to be to play this and then like here and here, right? It's a very, very late kind of, not late, but like a very long-term plan. So I'm not looking to play right now, but anytime we have the tempo who's not giving us a threat, we'll just continue on that path, right? So yeah. And if he plays this, I think it's best to take here. I don't want to give him this. I think I can take here, 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 win the pawn. Yeah, I think that works. He's going to come in with the queen. I think I can take here. And here's the ultimate goal. I don't think, I mean, I don't Ooh, looks like it's just missing this, right? And I don't think he has anything here. And it looks scary. I think we can play this one because it's with the check first. I don't know. I don't think he has anything. I may live to regret this. If anything, it's a perpetual, and I don't really love our position, to be honest with you. So I could also look at here, but after this, that's too powerful. If that line wasn't open, I could look at like here, 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 and then like he can go here, but then I just run my king. But I don't have any way to prevent rook here, which is going to be a problem, right? Because if we go here, he simply plays rook here. We have to go back. Now he has here, and now this queen's protected and is getting in. And I guess the difference is if we play here first, he doesn't have that check, and so we're able to kind of get a queen in. He may just give us the perpetual. Yeah, he does. Okay. A little bit anticlimactic, but I mean, going to f2 would have just lost the game. Let's see how we did real quick. Oh, it says black was actually just completely winning. It looked like this is all good. This is all fine. Interesting. And wanted takes here. I didn't like that because I wanted to go here. And obviously we can't anymore because now he can take. So I didn't like that for that reason. I maybe shouldn't have left the queen. But I think where we really messed up, not messed up, but I think this would have been better. Because now he can never put his knight here. We'll just take it. And we don't have to worry about equal material or trades. So, I mean, I wouldn't say I really messed up, but I do think for what I was hoping to accomplish, a little bit inaccurate. It doesn't, yeah, it just wants takes, and then it wants like maybe queen here is fine. But it's a little bit less clear. Like maybe, I don't know, we move here and like, I don't know, rook lift to 1, but it's not getting in front of the pawns now, and so I guess we have to push the pawns. It's a little bit like more complicated this way. So it's a mistake to go here. And yeah, I kind of figured that after like, what was the line I was saying? They don't even have to take. They can just like take here. Best is just to take here. We go here, and now they could like, I guess they could take here, but that's not the best. Like they could play this move. It's a mistake. Oh, because they give up control of this, I guess. Not too sure. Anyway, with that mistake and these inaccuracies, it says they're about up a pawn and all said and done. This was a good find. This was a mistake. This was a bigger mistake. We probably just wanted to just take the queen after they take here, and then we play f2, and we'll try and get our rook. I was worried that like, how do we ever get this pawn back, right? Now we play d2, and computer says that we're winning. They have like, I don't know, they play c5, and we play g1, and I guess we just like eventually get up like here, right? You know, they may take here and take back. Yeah, and it says white's up about a pawn in this position. So anyway, takes with check was wrong, and even more of a mistake. This leads to mate in 26, but it's kind of hard to see that, I guess. And yeah, he gave us the repetition. Yeah, I kind of thought it might be a mistake to take there, but it looked appealing. I don't know. Looked like we were winning material. I thought he might have a hard time punishing us as we like just drop our queen back. Okay, so after that game, he's offering a draw. We're not gonna draw with him for -2 points. There's no need to do that. It's a weird offer. Just offer a draw off the first move. Um, uh, let's see here. Keeps offering draws. I don't know why. Well, I'm gonna text him. I'm gonna ask him why. If he's like he has to go, like maybe we just take the draw. I don't love playing these games anyway because we have a lot to lose and not a lot to gain. The difference in elo. And honestly, like an upset could still happen. I mean, they've happened multiple times before, right? And now we're losing 10 points instead of like 8. But I don't think it's worth just losing 2 points just to lose them. Guys from Indonesia. It looks like the Polish flag. What's the Polish flag look like? Looks very similar. The colors just reversed? Yeah, the colors are just reversed. It's funny. That was a cool little square. Let's just continue with development before we start doing anything. He may jump down. Is it playable? Let's see. We jump here, 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 here. No, I don't think that works for us. Let's play that c6 move. d7 maybe is fine here. Just kick the bishop first. Just keep on going. Takes is a mistake there. Let's go here, and I think now this is prepared enough that I think it's okay. We'll verify. Okay, so here takes, 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 takes. But in terms of material, he's up a pawn. I think I can just prevent this by playing this e1 move. So he takes here. But I think we have this little in-between move where we ask him what he's doing. And he could just play back. Yeah, he could just take too, I guess. That works out for him just fine. Yeah. We'll just trade that off. I'm gonna take it. I don't like the pawn that close. Yeah, he kind of just, hate to say it, but outplayed us in that exchange. Now I'm not too sure what we want to do. This is pinned, right? There's not really a great way to get out of it. I go here with like the eventual idea to play queen here and then here. To be able to now play this, takes, takes. I can't take because I'll lose the bishop, right? Yeah. Wondering if we can play this now. Here, 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 and then we can take this way now. I think we can. Ooh, now he has this double. He doesn't see it. He messaged us and says he wants to eat. I don't know. I mean, he's completely winning. Would it be a bad move to offer him a draw now? This is still defended though. So we're not in that dire of circumstances. Just, I can't lie, it's not. I mean, he's just up these 2 pawns, right? But his position feels better, it feels stronger. And that can mean a lot. I think we can kick this knight. We have ideas of a fort coming in. This is really, I think, the only square he can play. Play here, but I have 2 defenders, so I can just take and then like just take the knight and we're up a full piece. He started that out stronger. He was definitely better, but I'm not too sure about now. Yeah, I'm not too sure about now. He's gonna have to find a decent counter threat. I'm not too sure that he has one. He can take, but we can even take here. And if he takes here, we take here or here. And I think ultimately we'll be up a piece. Yeah, I think at the very least we'll be up a piece. Which is, yeah, probably his best. This doesn't seem like it's giving a threat. It would be different if he had like another like the bishop over there to help it, but he doesn't. So I think we can just take this pretty simple. And now this piece, there's no reason we can't take this. It's not protecting anything over here, and actually it felt kind of weak. So I'm fine getting this one out. Not too sure his goal for putting his piece there. Is he hoping to go here, here? Or like here, here? Let's see, what do we have on the attack? We have this move. Does that weaken our knight a little bit too much? I don't think so. No, it doesn't. But like after this move, what am I to play? Here, I guess we don't have to be too worried as long as the diagonal's open. I don't know. Is here just kind of a good place to have the knight? I also like the fact that it's protected, but I just don't really know where to put this. I mean, maybe we can play here. It seems okay, like here next, and then try and like bring our king in for a checkmate, or queen in for a checkmate, sorry. Or even like here, here, with ideas of coming in. He may play this move, but I think we just go here. And then I don't think he has anything, because we'll take it. Okay, yeah, so he plays this move. I think we could just go here. It seems like it probably was his idea, but we're safe. It's no back rank. We have blocks, we have here, we have blocks there, we have blocks here. I just wanted to make sure that we weren't going to get our queen in any trouble, right? Because if here, now, like, I still think we could have blocked, right? Like, I don't know. Like, maybe we played here or here. But then, too, like, we could have just moved back. I almost want to play here and see what he'll do. If he'll take, I can go here. And that's checkmate. I mean, I think he'll see it because it's too weird of a move that it'd be like, why is he playing that move, right? I don't know. Let's give it a try. Is that, oh no, my rook. but a really obvious oh no my rook. So it's kind of like I don't really know exactly how he stops it. Yeah, that move maybe seems like the most obvious. Not sure if it's the best because I'm looking like now maybe I have this idea, and I think I just win as queen. But also like, does that even stop? I think I can go here, but now he has this move, which I guess I can take here. What I'm saying is I'm trying to go here, but if I go here, he has this move, and I can't go to that square anymore. Also, I mean, I need to make sure I'm not losing my bishop. So maybe... No, but now he takes our rook. Gotta remind myself sometimes, let's not be passive. I was wanting to put here because it feels safer, but let's not be passive. Now this rook is tied to protecting him, and he can't really move this without giving us some sort of trade, which I think is probably okay for us. Because again, we kind of get this whole idea we talked about. But I think I need to go here, 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 here. I think that's what needs to happen. Seems like a mistake. I guess, oh, he gets this piece, yeah. But I think we can take his... No, we can't. We'll go here. Interesting. Give him a little encouragement to make this exchange. Just gonna go here. This idea looks appealing too. Gonna have to make a choice at some point. Like here and just completely ruining the king's pawn structure, whichever way he decides to play it. I think I... Oh no, I cannot play there. But I think I can play here. Or should I play here? This is a little bit better. We're defending and we're also having a checkmate threat. Probably has to play this move. Could take and then win the pawn. Could also play here. But also we have this check too. She has one of these two moves. I think we can play this first. we can drop back and just make this attack. We have a minute left, which is not much time. And we are just completely winning, too. But we have to prove it, right? It's nothing if you can't prove it. And with the amount of time we have, it may be a little difficult. We really just want to trade off our pieces here. Yeah, we're fine with that. Just gotta play quick, and the less pieces there are, the less blunders to make. I'll probably go here next. Here maybe. If not, here's fine. Here, here. I mean, not right away, because that's annoying. Just go here, pin. We've played better. I really don't want to lose this on time. So let's make sure. He can't move. He's probably going to have to move. We'll just take. Yeah, we'll just take. Keep it simple. I can get out of this pin. I don't have time. Just gonna go here and simple threats, I guess. Idea is to come here. Okay, he's not gonna let us. Just need to get out of this. I think we're losing the piece. Yeah, but so low on time. Okay. All that to just have the tie that he offered in the first place. We were completely winning, but we had 7 seconds left. So, tie's better than a loss. Game review. See, we were losing at, I think, some point here. Oh, it was just pushing here. We should have just taken after they took. But, like, I saw this, and, like, how do we defend this pawn? I mean, still would defend it, I guess, but it looks weird. Most of the times people play, like, they don't play this move, which is actually best. I feel like a lot of times when they see that, they play, like, this move, which is a good alternative, but I think this is one of the first games I can remember that I've had this idea of attacking the bishop, and they, like, play all the way here. So it's good to know that in the future, like, we can just take. Looks a bit scary, but it's probably best. Because, yeah, now he's just up, like, 2 pawns, and we'll probably get one of them back, and, yeah, we find this nice little fork. Kicking him here. He only had this move, I think, but it looks bad. I mean, the knight's just on the side of the board, and, of course, you know, if you know opening principles, you want to control as many squares as possible. This knight has, like, only one empty square he can now jump to, and it's defended. So not even that. He has 0 squares he can jump to. It's useless for the time being. But yeah, we found that nice little fork. And then after that, I think we were just kind of winning. Yeah, he had a chance to get his thing back, I think. Like, if he would have taken here, and then I guess we would have taken here, here, here. Yeah, no, we're still up, actually, in this sequence. It's all fine. Like, this is a blunder, but, yeah, I don't know. I think we're still winning here. I'm kind of curious because I want to see what you do in this structure. I think we probably needed to push. Yeah, g4 here. I'm just like, after this, I guess you just play the opposition, and like, now they don't really have any choice but to keep going back, and you just walk them back. Um, but too, if we had done that, we like, how do you say? We have issues. If with our time, with 6 seconds left, it's, I don't know, not enough time. And if we have the piece, then like we lose instead of tie. Um, yeah, loss is a little bit worse. Um, so yeah, let's. What time is it? How long have we been doing this? 1 hour. Okay. Let's not wrap it up on that. Let's play one more. This is gonna be a little bit long. Sorry guys. I'll put the timestamps. We just play the England Gambit. I got one of these earlier today. Let's see if our opponent knows the theory. It's not what I was expecting him to do. Part of me just says we can just develop this. We can even play here, I think. The line I'm used to seeing is knight here, queen here, and I'm just gonna play this. So we've completely not done the stone wall, but it's what happens in the England Gambit. It's not really possible for us to. Not really possible for us with the England Gambit. We just play that, but he didn't play the main line. I'll just go here. Ask him what he's doing. I like this position. I like this. It's a very like juvenile threat, but it's a threat nonetheless. He's gonna have to start opening up his king side. Looks like he's probably wanting to castle, but now like we're developing with threats, and that's nice to have. It's nice tempos to keep. Just castle. So I'm gonna try and cement his knight here. Don't think he can. We'll just push, kick it away. Seemed like a waste of a move. Whatever, it's his move to make. Man, just kick you, bro. Wait, why didn't I just take him? I should have just taken. I think we can still just win that. What on earth? Why? Like, that was the whole point, was to make him move his knight, and then he didn't. What am I missing? We just completely missed that. He decides to defend, so we'll just go up a... We'll just be up a piece. Man, his pawn structure is horrible. What is this guy doing? Oh, and we had takes here. Guys. He's playing so unconventionally that I'm, like, making blunders. Unconventionally, I think it's just, like, I don't know. Don't know if unconventional is the word. Let's just develop our bishop so that we can... Like, it almost feels like this guy was trying to like handicap himself. I mean, we made a few complete blunders missing some of those too. So I mean, I can talk as much as I want, but like, what on earth were we thinking? A little bit dangerous on this file, like, because of actually this move exactly. Yeah, now we can just take his queen. I genuinely don't understand what happened here. Dang, this is checkmate. No, not exactly, but almost. Oh, I think we get a pawn checkmate here. Yeah, neat one. What on earth was that? Is he just trying to lose points? That was the weirdest game I've ever seen. Maybe like someone's sister is playing. All right, one more real game. Sorry, not like I meant like in the fact like if that or someone's brother or sister is playing, just like destroying their elo on purpose. It's like a revenge thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Came out wrong. Uh, Probably c6, knight here maybe. Actually, e8. Sorry, I just said like two moves and then I'm just like, nah, e8. Let's play this one a little bit. Let's shake it up a little. Let's see. What do we have? Here. Or one defender too short. Think I can play here. I think before I push this, I'm going to play c6 first. Why? Because I don't want him to play this move. And like after here, I don't feel like him taking there is good for us, so I just don't want to allow it. We're going to keep kind of building here and blocking off any ideas he has. Now, we should be good. We should have 3, and he has 2. And actually, I don't... Looks bad for him. It looks like he's just getting a fork, and we have to double defend it. So I'm not too sure he can really stop that, to be honest with you. Because like here, he can jump out. Interesting. Obviously, the idea is that if he plays this now, we can't jump because he's pinned our queen. But I think we can kick the bishop here and keep making the threat. He could jump here, but we can still take. So let's just keep making... This is a double threat, even though this threat isn't like right there. It's one move away. And so if he takes, we take. Yeah, if you take... no, let's take the... No, sorry, let's take this way. But he doesn't... We may see a sacrifice here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see this like sacrifice. Okay, we don't. And now that bishop is not harming us, we can play here. We're gonna have this that opens up if he decides to take this way, which could be nice for us. So he does. Okay. I think we just move this way. We're just kind of destroying his structure here. What do we want to play? Almost like putting our knight right back here. I was gonna play here. Knight here. Then we'll just go here. He really doesn't have. I mean, our king side looks pretty exposed, which I don't love, but I kind of want to bait this move, or maybe even takes here, because we're looking at a pretty nice fork with the knight. What does he do? Takes us here. I think this would offer the maximum control kind of on this knight. Offering there, but now we're controlling here, 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 here. We're not directly controlling that, but you know, we have control over it at least. We're controlling the square. Okay, he plays here. He gives us that fork that we were talking about before. And now I think we would just win the rook, and if he takes back, we win, or we take his knight. We trade. Yeah, I think we just take here. I just think we're completely winning. This feels kind of like a beat down at this point. Just gonna take here. And you can't move, but we can still just kind of take, can't we? Okay, he just resigns. The next move we had coming in was here with the, bishop here, pinning, adding the other defenders. So now we can take, or even like here, 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 takes with check, and we just have like two bishops and a rook, and he has no pieces. We played that game pretty well. 91 accuracy. Pretty good. Yeah. But I don't think any of the moves were extremely hard. This is a bit of an inaccuracy. It's probably a bit too early, I guess, but I don't know. I like the move. It turned out okay for us. He kind of just let us develop a little too much, gave us that fork, let us push around his knight. I'm almost wondering, like, no, it's best to drop back here. Yeah, it's a very, like, not an easy line to play for white after we gave him that position. Like, it just became uncomfortable. I was going to say, I wanted to play this move next. It's an excellent move. Queen to E. It says we can just go ahead and take. Oh, really? Takes is best? Why? Because we have that pin anyway, right? Here, here, here. Boom, pin. Here, here, here. And, like, I don't know, you're kind of just chilling. Like, you can't really stop me from taking everything, I guess. Alright, so the games went pretty well tonight. What did we play? How many did we play? I don't remember, and I don't remember how many we won and lost. Let's see real quick. We drew 2. One that we should have won, unfortunately, but can't have it both ways. Yeah, we played 5 games. We won 3 and we drew 2. Not a bad rep. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully some of these games were instructive in the slightest, or at least entertaining. Yeah, and thanks for watching. Feel free to drop a subscription or like. Alright, thanks.